Dragon Ball Fusion World has a few big problems that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now. And if you guys want to know exactly what those problems are and the solutions to the problems that I'm bringing up, just stay tuned and we can talk about it. Before we start this video, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. My name is Glide. I specialize in Dragon Ball content. And I want to say if there's anything in this video that you like, dislike, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below, because I love debating. I love debating with people in the comments. Maybe a little too much sometimes because it can get a little heated, but I'm there for all the smoke. So if you guys are into that, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, notification bell if you enjoy the video. So Dragon Ball Fusion World has been out now for a few months. It's still relatively new. I think it came out in February or March of this year, so it's still pretty new. I don't want to be too critical of it. The brand new set Blazing Aura just came out digitally, and I know it's been out for a little bit longer physically, so I'm excited just like everybody else to try some of these new cards, these new leaders, and all that good stuff. So I'm not gonna be too critical. I'm not gonna be too critical since it is brand new. There's still a lot of things they can change, and I'm pretty sure they will be changing things as people comment on this game. But I will say before I go further in this video, I'll be touching more on the digital side of things than the physical. But I do want to say one thing about the physical card game, and this is honestly a problem with a lot of collectible card games. It's just hard to get. It's inaccessible. The wallet warriors are gonna be out. The scalpers are gonna be out. The flippers are gonna be out, and they're on it. They buy these sets up, and it makes it very hard for the casual players or people that want to learn and get into the game to buy them, because all the flippers and scalpers are gonna buy them up. The YouTubers that do openings, and I'm not gonna say I've never done anything like that before, because I collect cards. I have a lot of the Masters cards. I collect cards. I bought cards to do openings just specifically for videos. I've sold cards to buy other cards. Like, I used the cards to buy more. I'd never sold the cards to get bought 50,000 packs to buy a car or something like that. I don't know. I've always bought, sold, traded cards to get other cards that I wanted. But that's just my story. But I know a lot of other people, they're the big wallet warriors, so they just make it very hard for brand new players to get into the game. And I think, like I said, I just want to touch on this very, very quickly. The easiest solution to this, because I know the Pokemon company did this with their Pokemon cards back in 2020 when the Pokemon and collectible cards and everything were just going crazy. What they did after about a year of realizing there was a big problem, they just increased production. That makes the cards in those sets a lot less rare, a lot less valuable, then meaning that scalpers will not want to buy the sets as much as they did before the production was, exponentially increased. So I think that's honestly the easiest way to go about it, and there's really no other way to do it. There's always going to be rare cards. There's always going to be that thing that everybody's going to want to go out and buy and try to open and pull. But as far as the players that just want to play, they don't care about the shiny, secret rare, god rare. They don't care about that stuff. They just want to play and get cards. It makes it very hard because there's not a lot out there. And I'll be honest, I tried to go out and buy the physical game, because I was planning for my channel was to do openings of the physical game with me playing the digital game as well. Like, I was gonna like simultaneously do that on my channel, do openings of the physical game as well as playing digital game, because I collect cards. I could pull out a binder of my master cards right now, but I don't own any Fusion World cards besides the demo decks that I got from Gen Con. But other than that, I don't have any other cards from these last two sets because of them being very hard to get. But yeah, that's all I wanted to touch on when it comes to the physical cards, and a lot of people can probably relate to me. I want people to play the game, because the more people that play the game, the longer the game lasts. So I'm on that side of things more so than making money off of it. The next thing I want to talk about is the free-to-play model, and that desperately needs to change in my opinion. I will say though, they are better when it comes to introducing new players into the game. So anybody that wants to learn the game, I highly recommend them getting into the digital version first before trying to seek out the physical cards, because they're gonna have a hard time unless they've got money to spend. You have tutorials that you can learn how to play. Then there's the unranked mode for people that play unranked. So there's options. There's options to learn and slowly get into the game for newcomers, whereas the physical game makes it very hard to do so, because there might not even be a scene in your city. Like me, there's really not a lot of Dragon Ball anything being played where I'm at, which sucks. But that could be the same for a lot of other people too. I definitely will give the digital version credit when it comes to that, but you quickly hit a wall. You quickly hit a wall once once you start playing people with the deep pockets that can afford to open up a bajillion packs to get every SCR, have 3 of each SCR, all the SRs. You guys get what I'm saying? So there's definitely a paywall. There's a paywall once it comes to this game, because there is not a great free-to-play model. This game does not have a great free-to-play model. There aren't a lot of ways to make more gems, to open more packs. There's not a lot of ways in this game that you can do that, other than playing ranked match. But you barely get enough coins from that. There's little challenges you can do, the daily tasks, or you just sign in and get 10 gems. 10 gems is going to get you anything. They need more ways to get gems. It's just as simple as that. There's really only so much a new player can do with a basic starter deck compared to somebody that's got all the SCRs, all the SRs, the meta decks. There's only so much people can do, especially with this new Blazing Aura set that came out with the TOP Goku that I've been hearing so much about. A base red deck is definitely not going to beat a TOP new deck with the SR Kefla that I've heard so much about. So it's inevitable. You're probably most likely going to lose. And I'm going to say this too, just like the whole thing with me going out and buying sets and collecting and all that kind of stuff earlier. I'm going to also say I'm not a hypocrite when it comes to buying or paying to open up packs on this digital game either, because I don't want to be left behind. And that's honestly probably what they want people to feel like when it comes to this digital version. You just they want to make it to where you want to spend money to stay relevant or stay competitive in this game. And it sucks. I want to say when the game first came out, I spent a good $50, maybe $60. And I do that all the time with free-to-play games that I have faith in and I want to support. So that was pretty normal to me. I mean, it's like buying a brand new game. So I spent $50, $60 on gems to get the promotion packs, to open up a couple of the first Awaken Pulse booster packs. And, I got some good cards, and I didn't have luck, honestly, I really didn't pull any SRs at all. I think I pulled like 1 or 2, but they were red, and I'm a blue and yellow leader player, so that really didn't do much for me. And recently I just did an opening of the Blazing Aura set. Just one. I wasted my money. I really wasted my money. Besides getting the new leaders, I did get the SR Kefla. I got 3 of those. I got I think Zamasu a few times, but I opened 50 packs to get no SCRs. And it sucks because I am a blue and yellow player, and there's a brand new blue Vegeta, brand new yellow Frieza that I wanted to put in my decks. But it is what it is. That's just the bad thing when it comes to games like this. And it is not my first time playing a gacha type game where you're kind of gambling your money to get the best stuff. So I'm not new to that. But it just sucks. It sucks. It really sucks because now I'm forced to use the cards that I pulled rather than the ones that I wanted, and it just is what it is. And it's going back to having more options to get gems, because I don't want to spend money all the time. I really don't, but they need more options to spend, or they need more options for players to gain gems. And I have a few solutions. Like I said, I have solutions for everything. Every problem that I bring up, I have solutions. And the next solution that I have is adding an arcade mode. Adding an arcade mode. I feel like that would be a lot of fun to add an arcade mode. Just to give you guys an example, maybe you jump into the arcade mode and they give you predestined or pre-chosen cards, and you're in a situation and they're like, get out of this situation with the cards that we left you. Meaning the computer has 3 lives, you have 2 lives, They give you cards to use, and they're like, use your brain, figure out how to get out of the situation. And if you do, you get 200 gems. 200. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just enough to where it's like, oh, if I do 10 of these, or I do a good amount of these arcade mode challenges, I can actually open up a booster pack without spending money. And of course, they have to regulate that and not do too much, but I feel like that is a great solution for new players to, or just players in general, to play the game more. Gives players more incentives to play because they can earn more gems without spending money. So new players have a higher chance of being competitive because they can open more packs that way. And then just players in general can open more packs without spending their bread. So quick and easy solution. I think that would work. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree with me on that as well. So yeah, on to the next problem. All right, so the last problem for Dragon Ball Fusion World that I have is matchmaking. Matchmaking is atrocious in this game, and it has not changed since day one. And I know day one, with every game that has online capabilities, which is pretty much every game in 2024, there's going to be some connectivity issues. There's going to be matchmaking issues. There's going to be plenty of problems like that. And we're on pretty much season 2 with the brand new Blazing Aura set. And it looks like the matchmaking hasn't really changed. And that sucks because, again, I'm going back to brand new players because I really want new players to play. I really want new people to get into the game. I want to continue playing the game because I'm a casual player. And if I keep getting matched against master rank level 5,000 and I'm still a bronze or a silver, that makes me not want to play the game, because those guys are most likely going to be the wallet warriors that I was talking about earlier, that are spending hundreds of dollars to get every SCR, every SR to create the deck that they wanted, or the meta deck that's going to get them the easy wins. And that's not fun. That's not fun to get on and just to know you're going to take an L. Now, I'm not going to say that I've lost every single time. There's been times where I've won with a Ginyu yellow leader deck that was kind of fun for me to make, and I love playing that deck. It's actually really fun. So I'm not gonna say I just lose all the time. It's just the fact that if I'm gonna spend time to play this game, I want to play people that are around the same level as me, that have a bronze-ish rank or a silver-ish, or just something closer to me than playing a god or master rank player that's got all the blinged out character profiles. You guys get what I'm saying. Players, you guys know what I'm talking about. You that are you're watching right now, you might be one of those players. And yeah, stop using so much money. But yeah, quick solution. We all know matchmaking is iffy in this game, and I'm sure that is something that can change. Like anything, matchmaking can change. Matchmaking can change. But I do want to say, though, before I get into my solution, it could be that the matchmaking was ass regardless at the beginning, but I don't want it to be where they fix the matchmaking, but the player base has been so low that the only players that actually play are the high-ranking players. And then all the casuals or people that are kind of in between, they drop off. So if you're somebody that just jumps in once every month, you're going to play a god rank, master rank player regardless, because that's just who's all playing. So I hope it doesn't get to that point when they finally do fix it. But, that's just also something to think about. You know what I'm saying? So to my solution. Very easy. I mean, you just make sure people are paired up with people in the same rank. Like, let's say I'm a bronze rank. I only want to play people that are silver and gold, and maybe if I'm on a win streak, maybe the tier after that. You guys get what I'm saying? If I'm a master rank, I want to play, the tier above or the tier below. If I'm on a losing streak, maybe one even lower than that. It's as easy as that. Or maybe I don't know if they have a system or something in the game where if the person has this amount of rare cards in their deck, let's say that person has all the SCRs, all the SRs just loaded, just stacked in their deck. I don't know if they have a way to gauge that, and then they match you with people that way too. That's another filter that they could use for the matchmaking. If this person only has R's, UC's, or uncommons, rares, commons in their decks. They have a lot more of those than SRs and SCRs. Then they play people that are around that deck skill level. I don't think my solutions are very hard. I don't think that's something that can. I don't think any of my solutions that I came up with are hard at all. That's something they could easily do. And yeah, I mean, again, if you guys have anything that you guys want to add, or if you guys think what I'm saying is stupid, I just would like to know. But yeah, I really don't think anything that I've said is anything new. A lot of people, I think, have the same issues when it comes to the physical game being hard to get, the digital game, the matchmaking, the gems being hard to obtain, or really hard at all. You really just don't get much unless you play all the way up to God rank. But even then, when you level up, they still don't give you a ton of gems regardless. Yeah, they just need to change. It's only season 2. It's only season 2, set 2. Still a lot more to go. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think about everything that I said. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe if you want to, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna continue being a casual player. Maybe I'll figure out the deck, or maybe I'll pull some cards and I'll be able to be more competitive like everybody else. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see myself spending any more money after that last video. Bruh, 50 packs, no SCRs. That doesn't make me want to spend any more money.